Have you ever seen this photo?
Yes.
Could you use a word to describe it? We want to try. TV.
Disaster.
Disaster. Betty. Okay. Okay. Today I'm going to take you into the crossroads of power, the historical tragedy of Afghanistan. Since last month, I believe people all over the world are worried about the situation in this country. But do you know why is this country gotten caught in such a tragedy? After realizing the geography and history about Afghanistan, you could see the secrets behind the truths you see now. Afghanistan has the best geographical location in the world. It is in the central highlands in Eurasia. It used to be the intersection of East and West Silk Road, and the only way for transportation between the north and the south. Unfortunately, its great geographical location makes it a treasure place for imperialism and the best hiding place for terrorists. In fact, the history about Afghanistan is just like a history of foreign invention. After the World War II, although they get rid of British Empire, they soon come into another disaster because of the opposition of religions and races. And this make foreign forces such as the USA and the Soviet Union a best points of intervention. The PDPA, supported by the Soviet Union, they soon established the Democratic Republic of Afghanistan. And the next year, in order to strengthen their ruling power, they even let the Soviet armies into their customs. And this makes this country a vassal state of the Soviets. And on the other hand, the America then fostered Mujahideen to confront it. And there are a few things we should notice here. First, they are the predecessor of Al-Qaeda. Second, the founder of Taliban used to be a Mujahideen. In such a chaos, Taliban, which means students in Arabic, rests rapidly in the countryside. Under the general war awareness of Afghans, the slogans of eliminating warlords, opposing corruption, restoring the economy, and rebuilding the country soon win the trust of Afghans. But they never forgot, although the Soviets were gone, they came with a more brutal ruling. When they gained the power, they implemented unity of politics and religion. They interpreted the Islamic doctrine distinctively. They prohibited people could do everything under the loose Islamic laws. For example, they can watch TV, they can listen to music, they can hang pictures at home, and they can engage in activities such as flying kites. These are not okay. And the most criticized part is the deprivation of women's rights. Not only the education and the employment, but also they have to go out and accompanied with a male family member when they go out. At the same time, they have to wear a blue burqa, which is airtight and can only see the outside world through a mesh mask. And moreover, religion police can often be seen whipping these women on the streets at will. It's so terrible. And that's why people are worried about the Taliban now. In 2001, after the 9/11 attacks, in order to arrest the leader of Al-Qaeda and to punish the Taliban for their support, America launched the war in Afghanistan. After a few months, the coalition forces of NATO defeated the army of the Taliban. But this war continued, lasting for 2 decades. However, people have discovered that the situation in Afghanistan is much more complicated than they have imagined. too much money were cost, too many soldiers died, and too many people were displaced. In 2020, the USA and Taliban signed a peace agreement to restore peace in Afghanistan. It requires two sides not to attack each other. The USA need to withdraw the troops of NATO. At the same time, Taliban need to cut off relations with terrorist organizations. However, Taliban want to restore the Islamic Emirates of Afghanistan. So they had a large-scale attack while the Western forces withdrew, just in August, you guys know. At the same time, ISIS-K even launched the explosions in the airports in the capital city. The situation among Afghanistan, Taliban, ISIS-K, and Western countries become more and more intense. So where we are is, I believe you are curious about the three differences about these organizations. The first one, Taliban, was just want to establish the purest Islamic country in the world. And the other two are the terrorist organizations. Al-Qaeda want to eliminate Western countries that invaded the Islamic world. And the ISIS-K is a group of people that leave Taliban and becoming a part of ISIS. They want to create a large country and implement harsh Islamic laws, and also make all world people really obedient Muslims. As above mentioned, Taliban and Al-Qaeda had a better relationship, while ISIS-K see Taliban make the fake Muslims because they used to negotiate with America. And can you believe they say the policies Taliban had implemented are not strict enough? It's very terrible. Okay. After listening to the history, I hope it could help you to be more clear about the situation in Afghanistan. What we can do is not just focus on this issue because of the trade, but show our support through international organizations. I believe although a person's power is small, but when we all do that together, it could be a strong miracle. That's all from me. Thank you.